the switch, not a day in my life. You know we my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taking you to 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
65.
Throwing to start the drive. Ingram. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
First down at the 45-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch the run.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Roberts got it. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Brings up second and 4 at the Saints' 28-yard line.
51's a mark. 51.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, team. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 49 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Lutz good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Space to maneuver at the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and inches, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing you cannot do, they did.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Throwing is Jackson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a... And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Craig Robertson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Saints 7.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Jackson. He finds a man with a crossing route. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. He goes underneath to Ingram. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 31 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 2nd down, Kamara, and an alley to run. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Throwing now is Breeze. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Breeze going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He may try and run for this. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jalen Ferguson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
53. 36 to Mike. Right here.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
36 to Mike. Bravo. Mike 36. Mike 36. And that can be cut.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We've seen this offense do some unconventional things thus far, but they couldn't go for it on 4th down here, could they?
Could someone patch us into the head coach's headset? Punt the ball.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
That's what I'm talking about. Not him, boy. Check, check. 154. 154.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On third down, Jackson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Well, a gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. All right, CD, let's take a step back. Look at the AFC playoff picture with just 3 weeks to go. Hard to believe. Essentially, I think it's 7 teams for 6 spots right now. The Ravens are in, looking good for the number 1 seed, 11-2, essentially with a 2-game lead over the 10-3 Pats. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him a gain of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, baby. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Brees going to go on fourth down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful.
It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 81 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, Brees. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Second down.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 21.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it, eluding the pressure right. Up opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves up.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Top, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and the pressure gets to him again. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. They go screen. This is Ingram. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Sam Cook now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
36, line 36. Here we go, D. Here I come. Whoa. 36.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down.
Go. Go. 5:36. 11.
Breeze now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Easy, opposite. 36.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to go down again. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Delta.
Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
46-yard line.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 14. Ingram again. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that takes us from second to third down. The Saints on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 36. 13.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
36.
Breeze will try again on second down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Patrick Owasor came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. To throw, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give them 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Kamara. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Check, check, check. Strip the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike, 36.
Now Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and long. Breeze, and brought in by the tight end Cook. The 40, 30, past the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Matt Judon there to bring him down. Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Breeze going to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have two, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles David.
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone.